Wait, no one gains without Zach.
I'm the master of the gains.
He's like, yeah, be nice to me and I'll let you fucking get some gains, you fucking loser.
You flub lords.
Adjust your levels.
Anyways, let's get it.
Turn up.
Yeah, we're on this shit. What up?
Hey, welcome.
Episode 31.
Cheers. It's only 31, man. I thought we were
No
at least
jumper. Coolest
36 at
podcast on
this
the
point.
internet. Should we do a no jumper
roll call?
intro rip? Every episode we should rip off a new podcast intro.
Okay.
I don't know as many, but you go for it. I'll just catch along.
Well, I already did the no jumper one, so
Okay.
yeah.
What's your name?
That's
What's your
the
name
whole
again?
bit. Who?
What?
Who?
Just introduce everyone.
I was asking your name, your physical, your
we have
actual
to-
born name.
All right.
The one your
I'm
mom gave
Zach.
you when you
I'm
were
What's on
here
your
with
birth certificate?
Hunter
Your
and
boy
Jackson
Hunty's
as
here.
always.
Yeah.
And then we also
Special
have
guest
Luke
today.
joining us.
What up?
Young Luke.
I invited him when I was shithoused last night.
Shit house.
Should we go into that?
You texted me and you were like, "Yo," or no, it was actually both of us. You're like, "Yo, can Luke come on the pod?" And I was like, "Fuck no."
I thought that was funny.
I'm glad you laughed because after you're like, "Come on," I was like, "I hope he doesn't think I'm serious right now."
My podcast, pussies.
Ooh, this is good.
Yeah, I like how you asked him, and then we're like, come on.
No, it's a democracy.
Come on, Dad.
Come on.
But yeah, dude, how'd you get shit housed? I mean, I can assume how, but
Was it off this Simpler Times?
No, so
There's too much
last
left.
night
This is tasty, by the way.
we go out.
it is good.
We go to Bear, get talls for smalls.
Okay.
I get myself a nice 24 ounce, just a fucking mason jar full of beer. Too much beer.
24 zips.
I drank pretty much all that except for like a few sips because I was like, I don't want to like have to piss before I even got to the next location.
That's crazy that you were
Wow.
So I,
calculating the piss.
You guys are going for it, man.
Mostly finished off the beer, and then we end up at Max's place. Beer piss is ready. Take the beer piss. You know, you gotta time out your pees because it just sucks peeing. I get pee shy,
Okay.
Me too,
and
dude.
also I
Can't
just
do
have
it.
to pee a lot when I drink beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just like I try and time like my drinking and shit a little bit so that I'm not like completely suffering.
Totally a good call. I would do the same.
Beta males be like,
You know when everyone's sitting there going, this guy's pissing like for 10 whole minutes out
yeah.
here.
There's just no sound. They're like, that dude just walked up to the urinal, is not gonna piss now. And you're like, all right, I pissed. You flush it. Yeah, I did piss just now.
So even if you're like you're fucking drunk, you have to piss so bad, you still will not be able to get it out.
Sometimes it can get to a point where I literally have to pee so bad where I'm just like, and it just comes out, and it's just.
You gotta
I don't
groan,
know.
dude.
You're
It
just
just-
shooting it out.
I don't know when being pee shy started, but
I don't
No,
like it
no,
either, man. I don't
it's
like it
it's
either.
a common thing. I forget the exact stat, but like
I've also what's
you
up?
like 6 times last night.
6 whole times?
you didn't seem that shy last night.
What's going on?
You made it sound like this was one good pee, man.
I don't think I peed that much last night.
I swear, you peed.
Luke remembers that.
Okay,
I
no,
know he
Zach-
does.
Zach-
we were at.
Zach is literally the type of motherfucker to call you out on how many times you take a pee in a night. He will do that often.
Yo, dude, you peed 27.5 times. Are you okay?
Dude, peeing again? What the fuck?
One of those might have been a poop. I couldn't tell, but
The pee that was a poop. Yeah, so we go to our buddy Max's house,
Yep.
piss at his house, go over to the bar. We go to a comedy show. It's
Did you
pretty
piss
cool.
there?
No.
you went to a comedy show. Who'd you see at the comedy show?
Just random people. Like
Some
there's
local
this-
folks.
There was a couple locals, and then there was like 2 people from Boston.
Were they funny as fuck?
No way.
It was
Boston
alright.
people are
The
so
hosts,
funny.
the hosts were definitely the least funny. Like they were like the Reddit guys.
Yeah, they kind
And they try like at the beginning of it, they're like, "Whoa," and they do like this like SNL intro where they're like they say the next person's name at the same time. They're like, "Our next comic is very funny." It's like, "Yep, that's the hope."
Hey, hope so.
Yeah.
Like, type it for Kurt Sherbuck, and there's like 8 people in the room. They're like, "Woo!"
Oh god.
That's as
that
loud
was
as
the
it
vibe.
gets.
Yeah.
like
It's like,
golf
yeah.
clap.
And then this guy's like, "This fucking guy. What are you doing? You guys on a date?" That's what everybody did. They're like,
Oh.
"You guys on a fucking date?"
Yeah, well, the whole first
Are you
bit,
serious?
Yeah,
like, the girl
yikes.
comes up and her whole set is just like,
Where are
Talk
you
to the
guys
crowd.
from?
yeah, what about, what's your deal? Like, it's like she didn't tell one joke. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not down for like calling out the crowd if it's a really small crowd. That's just so awkward.
Well, I just hid behind Max,
Some of
and
them-
then I didn't get razzed.
Well, yeah.
Though I kind of I chimed in a little bit because I had 2 old fashions, so
Max got roasted.
I didn't heckle.
No way.
Max
What
got roasted.
what did they hit him with?
He was well.
He was
Max
wearing-
Max is a redhead and he has glasses and he was wearing like this white shirt that had like yeah, reddish.
A red
orange,
armband with a weird symbol on it.
rings. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh
rings.
no, he's asking for
But
it
he
now.
looked like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, it looked like a vote for Pedro shirt with no
and
text
he
on it.
said that
basically.
before we went there. And
Yeah.
then literally like probably 3 of the comedians were like, "Dude, you look like Napoleon Dynamite. Like, are you doing this for
Wow.
Halloween or is this like?"
Yeah, they all asked if he was wearing a costume
no
and
shit.
shit.
He just got flamed, like absolutely torched.
Savage.
At one point, they were like, "What are you guys doing here?" And I was just like, "Oh, just bored." I just
Yeah,
try.
He just goes, "Yeah, I'm bored."
Yeah, we're just out doing
Yeah, I
something.
was like, "What the fuck,
Dude, I
man?
wish
I'm
they
in-"
got to Zach. I wish they
Oh my
fucked
God.
you, dude.
I
He's
know.
hiding
Maybe
behind.
next
Would've
week
been
I'll
so
sit
bro.
closer
He
up
said
front.
he majored in computer stuff. I was really hoping they'd rip into him. For
He was
that.
like, "What'd you guys go to
stuff.
school for?" I was like, "Computer stuff."
They're like, yeah, we know. I'm looking right
God,
at you.
oh, this sounds like so fucking awkward. Like, was it not?
Parts of it.
I had fun.
but-
I think it's
That's cool.
fine. I think it's
enjoyed
fine
it.
when the comedian roasts the crowd, but it's got to be funny for one.
Yeah.
That's actually it. It's just got to be funny. Like don't be
Also, if
weird
you're
about
drunk,
it.
you're probably feeling it a lot more.
It
Yeah.
seems like these guys saw a Chris D'Elia video and now they're doing comedy.
No, it wasn't really Crystalia.
Wasn't like that.
No.
Hey, you guys. Hey, you fucking guys. Are you guys on a fucking date? What's up? That sounds
Oh,
like
that
something
guy,
he'd come out
the
somebody with.
fucking. There was like a manlet who like came up and
Oh,
he was
yeah.
just talking about how he's like short and can't get laid and shit. And then like
Yeah.
he kept doing this bit where he's.
To you?
Straight up.
He kept doing this bit where it's gonna sound like he's about to masturbate, but then he go, and then I'd have your mom come over and do it for me.
Yeah.
What did he do that with? Like he was like, I broke both my wrists,
Yeah.
so I
Wait,
couldn't
that's literally-
jerk off. So I put. He said like he put like trash bags on and then doused the trash bags in lube, and then. Then he was like, and then your mom came over and jerked me off instead, or some shit. It was so weird.
Isn't that literally
anyone
the
laugh
Reddit
at that?
joke?
It was kind of funny because it was just such a shitty joke. Like he just
Yeah.
and he like it didn't work the first time really, so he just kept doing like different your mom
Oh
jokes.
Dude,
shit.
that guy left during like the last set too.
Oh really?
Yeah, he didn't even stick around.
Damn. He was like, yo, I gotta piss.
I can't believe they
It's
didn't
like
like.
I can't piss at this
by-
point.
I couldn't get that one to work, dude.
I can't believe they didn't like your mom jerking me off jokes. What the fuck?
It was like ironic. Your mom.
It was so primed up.
The fellas, you know, the white dudes in the front, we got it.
The fellas.
Us Redditors got the irony. So,
Us juggalos.
yeah. Reddit army, rise
Yo,
up.
should we make our like fan base just be juggalos?
Can we just take the
What up,
Juggalo
Juggalo
fan
Nation?
base?
we make nice with like ICP in their fan base, and
Yeah.
then like we get invited to Gathering the Juggalos. Like we're a headliner for like Saturday night at Gathering the Juggalos. Is just
We just do a
dudes
pod.
podcast.
That's the lead in. It's like
We're
really
the we're the opener for for Insane Clown Pod.
Gathering of the Juggalos. What the fuck's going on? What's good, baby? They're all freaking out. They're all fucked up.
beating the shit out of each other.
You're like,
So excited for the
yeah.
pod.
So you guys see those fucking chimps that just beat the shit out of each other? Someone pull that up. We just steal Joe Rogan.
Someone
bits.
pull that up.
Someone pull that up. We don't have a Jamie here. Someone will.
We need a Jamie, bro.
If you guys got phones,
Get a
look this
Jamie.
up.
You guys got phones.
There's like one guy in the crowd. He's like, I can't find it on YouTube.
We actually do need a Jamie though. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Just someone to
Yeah.
pull shit up
Get
when we
like
talk about it.
Liz Demon to like right at the counter.
I mean,
Liz,
that
pull
could have
this
been
up,
something
will
she
ya?
would have done, but
We already fired her.
Pull that up.
she's been terminated from the
She's been
company.
like a.
No, we'll have like a cringy intern like the H3 podcast does once we
Oh,
have
that'd be-
podcasts.
Oh,
on.
do they have a cringe intern right now?
Yeah, so what they did last week on the
Oh,
podcast
no.
was
Can they do anything
they had
right?
this girl because they were
Yeah,
making
dude.
fun of ASMR.
No,
so they had
okay,
this-
We do that bit a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fair.
They had this girl come on who's like she's like one of the biggest ASMR like people on YouTube. Her name's like Chibi ASMR or something like that. And
so far, strong start.
That's not real.
she came on and she basically kind of like defended it a little bit, but she also kind of confessed that yeah, a lot of it's just like sad, lonely dudes who like want a pretty girl to talk to them.
I mean,
And,
for fuck.
hey, that's also the appeal of our podcast. So.
So the bit Ethan decides to do, which totally doesn't suck and isn't the most annoying shit ever,
Okay.
is he goes like, "Oh, Ian, our intern, had a question for you too." And he's like, "Ian, is Ian coming on the mic?" And they're like, "Get Ian on the mic." And they're like, no, he's not coming on the mic. and he's like, "Well, are you single?" He's basically trying to get Ian to like ask her out on the podcast. I was like, that is
Oh,
so
shit.
weird. And they're like, yeah, would you be interested in going on a date with our intern
What a real
Ian?
Papa Bear thing to do.
He's a
man.
big fan.
Do you think
And he was like, yeah, I'm a big fan, but like, this is just a bit.
does Hila like not mind that, or does she?
I think
hate
she
it?
like,
Okay.
She must tolerate that
She-
shit.
She
you know?
does. She's really good at subtly being like, "Dude, shut the fuck up right
No.
now."
Yeah.
Like she does that. She's like,
She's really nice.
She's actually
Very
the
nice.
most tragic part of that whole like the whole H3 thing is while Ethan like does crazy like cringy stuff, like she just has to sit there and be like, oh no.
That's my husband.
I think it's just one of those things like
Poor-
she's just
poor girl.
there because they podcast for a living and like that's kind of cool.
"Well, she was
right.
in the videos.
yeah,
of course, yeah.
She played a
No,
major
no,
part of
yeah,
the
She
videos.
was in the videos.
She's been there, yeah, for sure. But
She's
like
She's definitely a major part of the channel, in my opinion. Probably my
Totally,
favorite
yeah.
part of the channel because
Ethan
she's
Hila.
the actually interesting
Ethan-
personality at this
Ethan's
point.
so annoying.
no,
There's
he-
so many-
It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
he's the worst.
it's crazy the fall from grace they had because they were like
Yeah.
really well loved for a while.
Yeah.
Just that whole side of YouTube kind of died down, except for like iDubbbz is still around.
No
and,
way,
like Max
dude.
Mofo.
That dude's
Except
still-
iDubbbz doesn't post
Yeah, so that's the thing.
in
So
like 8 months.
iDubbbz isn't really like no one's ever been like, oh, iDubbbz is like a dead channel or anything like they
Right.
have been about.
Yeah, that's true.
H3 and shit. But yeah, he doesn't fucking upload. So like, there's just not like a lot of like what was like the alt comedy scene on YouTube.
Yeah.
Kind of like Filthy Frank got shut down.
Well, he
Or
just
not.
he
kinda
just
quit.
makes
Yeah, he
music
just
now.
quit.
He just dropped the
It's like,
album.
I'll be Choji now.
I mean, I guess Max Mofo is still around from that like kind of
Yeah.
group of people that we all used to watch.
Yeah.
But he's not. I don't like him that much.
Report of the week.
Yeah.
Still here.
Still out there, dude. Still
Report of the
grinding.
week is good.
Oh, dude. I hope he has like a. Well, I like the guy, but I want him to have like some kind of falling out. Like I want there to be like.
Yo, Report of the week.
Are you
gets
talking about
Me
Report of
Too.
the week?
Me too. Like, I like Report of the Week, but like there needs to be a climax to all this shit.
Yeah.
Some heads have got to fucking clash
Listen, I've
together
been
here.
following Review Bra since he was at like 80K subs. All right. And
I remember
at
when
a
he was
million.
reviewing
Damn, you
Monster
a day
as a
one.
little boy,
OG.
dude. Yeah.
So ever since I saw him on Tosh.0.
Very classic.
Mm-hmm. Legend.
I don't even think I ever saw him on Tosh.0. I just remember seeing his fucking actual videos.
My favorite show, Tosh.0.
Tosh.
No, yeah, I saw him a long time ago, and then like years later, you're like,
Those
"Holy
monster
shit."
reviews are still mint to this day, baby.
Is that what inspired you to drink Monster Hunter? You're like,
I wish. I don't know. I don't
That's a
know
good
what
review.
the fuck. I don't know what. Maybe it was. I was like, damn, that looks so good. The way he sips that.
Big
fucking,
fan of Monster.
Yeah, dude, he liked monsters, so it made me go buy one.
I'm really
tasty.
enjoying sipping
Dude,
this simpler
This
times.
makes me think of simpler times,
Yeah,
boys.
we gotta talk about
Shout
this
out
on the
to
pod.
this.
We got Trader Joe's store brand lager.
Is that
called
what this
Simpler
is?
Times. Yep.
This is pretty good.
It just goes down easy.
This is
I
good.
don't
Real
think it
easy.
was a very expensive 6-pack, and it's just simple ass lager.
That's drinkable as fuck, dude.
Just super drinkable.
I never go to Trader Joe's. I know. I mean, it's just out of my way, so I don't really. I mean, why would I?
It
But-
really
Fair,
sucks.
fair enough, man.
Yeah.
Awful spot.
The amount of death stares I get from old people when I go to Trader Joe's is just
Why? You're just a
old people are just
vanilla.
always there. Like I went today after my car inspection
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, it's midday. There won't be a lot of people there. There weren't as many people there, but it was all old people.
Yeah, of course.
So it sucks.
Who have
still.
nothing to do with their day.
Yeah.
How
So they
long-
would get crowded up in certain parts of the aisle, and they'd just walk really slow, and I'd be like, oh my god.
We're all crowd around the.
I started doing
prunes.
like hand things because I had like I felt like I had like energy to get out because
Yeah.
they weren't walking fast enough. So I was like, oh my fucking god! If I'm either gonna have to scream or do some like weird hand curly things to
I
like
wish you would have screamed right in
he
that
drops
store.
and does like,
that
a push
poor
up in
boy's
between every step.
autistic.
yeah, basically.
Whose grandson is this? Somebody get they grandson.
Somebody get this kid.
That's what the old people
He's
were
holding the beer. Somebody take that away from him.
How long
You
till
can't
they
drink that.
How long till they build a Trader Joe's in like South Portland? Like
Why haven't they already? For
I feel like
fuck's sake?
they're
sake.
not expanding. Am I wrong about that?
they should.
Well, it's really weird because when I lived in California, there are plentiful Trader Joe's, but they're about probably the size of a corner store, maybe a little bit larger.
That's
No way.
fucked. Are you
And they're
serious?
tiny.
They're like
weird.
the quickie
So
bars
out-
of,
That's weird.
of
This one,
California.
this is the biggest Trader Joe's I've ever seen. The one in Portland.
I always think of
No
them as
shit.
as huge establishments.
They
yeah.
should put it where Toys R Us is. Like, what's going in there?
Yeah, yeah, that's probably something.
Did I imagine
Probably
like
inside,
a
yeah.
shooting in a Trader Joe's parking lot not too long ago?
That was in like Los Angeles or something. I thought wasn't there like a standoff
Yeah.
at a Trader Joe's out there?
Damn it, those standoffs happen outside Trader Joe's all the
Christ.
time.
Trader.
I
I mean,
always fucking
Just
miss
another
them.
day.
it's going down at Trader Joe's. High tension.
They're like, yo, that's
really high.
That's the last bag of frozen Mandarin orange chicken, motherfucker.
You could not give that up at any cost.
You would literally shoot someone for that shit.
Yeah, or like I bought 2 boxes of frozen chicken tikka masala.
Fuck
that shit's
yeah,
good.
Dude, I love how you say tikka masala.
Tikka masala.
Yeah.
I always said tiki for for some reason.
Tiki? I think it is technically spelled tiki masala.
What are some of your guys' favorite words that Zach says wrong?
All of them, dude.
He opens his mouth. I'm like, God, stop.
Mine definitely has to be bagel.
Yeah, I love.
He says bagel.
I'll never get over bagel.
Poutine.
fucking
is a
Let me get a
classic.
bagel.
God,
God damn it.
imagine saying bagel.
I had somebody called
Bagel.
poutine. Somebody said poutine, so it reminded me of this. But somebody said poutine like poutine or some shit. I'm
Zach
like, wait
says
a minute.
poutine.
Actually, just nobody knows
poutine?
how to
Yeah.
say that
Yeah.
word. I'm pretty
I
sure.
believe that. That's a Canadian way of saying it, right?
No, it's not.
Like, yeah,
Shut
no.
up.
Zach
Well, I'm
doesn't-
not having this argument with you on the pod.
Oh, dude.
I like how Zach doesn't even have Canadian pronunciation. He just has like wrong
Yeah.
pronunciation.
Dude, my whole family calls it poutine.
It's like you really.
Even the Canadians call it poutine.
Poutine.
Your family's nuts, man.
Yeah, that's
Some annoying like fucking like those people who are like, oh my Meme and Pepe are from Quebec.
fuck that.
It's technically pronounced Quebec, and it's also technically pronounced poutine.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
I'm from the white trash part of Canada. My grandparents thought jalapenos was jalapenos.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude,
Like
I
like to
recently
say
they said
jalapeno.
that. Yeah, we're just getting some jalapenos on our tacos.
That's just one of those things, man. Like old people can't say Chipotle right.
Oh, dude,
What do
can
they
we
say,
talk about
Chipotle?
Chipotle?
Yeah,
So we just
sure.
got back from Chipotle.
You
so
did.
me and
You
Luke
did.
have noticed this thing. We go to Chipotle too much, but we notice this thing. There's always a fucking
too
old
much.
person who doesn't understand the concept of like the assembly line of like, you know how Chipotle works. It's like an
Feels
assembly
bad, man. Yeah.
line to make your
Well,
meal.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I feel
And
like
it's delicious.
What don't they understand?
They'll just walk up and they'll be like
They try
the
to do
dude
it
like
all at
walked up
once.
and he like pulls out his phone. He's like, hold on, I got a bunch of orders here or whatever. And he's like,
fuck.
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
I need a quesadilla. Like he just gives like a full order and it's like, no, just say like the base. You just say burrito, quesadilla. Like you don't tell them all the ingredients.
It's like,
And it took them forever.
I mean, the weird part is we're always behind those people. Like that
It's
person is
terrible.
always one person in front of me at Chipotle.
If we don't have
It's
one of
so
those
weird.
people there, then they like tear our burrito 3 times or something.
We also
We have
took
bad
some of
luck.
their
Oh yeah,
Tabasco
so we
sauce.
stole Tabasco hot sauce
Wow, nice guys.
because
we've been
Thieves.
talking
Really
about
good.
how much we like that sauce specifically and how you can't buy it in the store.
Snagged it.
Yeah.
So this dude just fucking
yeah, I just put it in
there's
my
like there's
bag,
like
you know?
10 of them out.
Luke,
at all
when are you making a
times.
TikTok bad boy video, man?
Yeah,
Bad boy challenge?
bad boy. Challenge.
That's what's coming next.
That's
First you
like-
steal Tabasco from Chipotle. and then-
I was looking through that hashtag for like 2 hours the other night.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So fucking funny.
That song does not get old a single time.
it doesn't.
No, it gets
like,
better. It gets
to
better.
the point where I'm like, oh, I like this song.
Yeah,
I should enjoy this song.
Yeah, like I'm good with this song.
this slaps.
Just that first bit.
Favorite everybody's favorite TikTok song?
Uh,
Definitely the Bad Boy Challenge.
Definitely
No,
bad boy
I like the.
My favorite is the one when it's like the cops or like the EMS and they do like the like I'm on vacation because I love my occupation.
Oh, yeah.
that song.
Oh,
I do love those
And
videos.
then everybody
That's my
replies
favorite
like,
TikTok song.
"Shouldn't
So-
you be doing your job?"
So one of the classic great ones is like the zombie song. Like it's like
Oh, I
it's,
haven't seen
Oh
these.
yeah, it's like pitched up.
yeah, it's like pitched up. It's like it's in your head they are fighting. Like that one's so funny because it's always like kids that are like middle
Well, that
schoolers
was
who
the
think they're depressed.
that was the song for the PTSD challenge, which was a meme for a bit
Yeah.
on TikTok. Was the PTSD challenge?
I
And it was
thought
just
Luke-
people wearing like Blue Lives Matter hats, and they would just like look down solemnly while the
yeah,
song
it's
played.
so fucking
So
funny.
funny.
Dude. It's so funny.
That sounds so good.
Luke, I thought for sure you were gonna say the Overwatch song where it's always a girl with
Oh.
a controller that's off going. Do you know
I-
the song I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like
how do
the-
all those Overwatch memes? They always have the wrong generation console controller. Like
Yeah.
I've only seen
They got an
PS3 and
Xbox
Xbox
360. It's like, what?
I'm like, how do you know about Overwatch?
Hashtag
but you don't
gamer.
have-
That's a great hashtag.
Also, where'd that song come from? Is
Oh,
that like
it's
off
so
YouTube,
bad.
some sort of meme or
It's
something?
like
gotta
I'll
be.
play Winston.
Like-
I'm already Winston.
yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you
already
for saying
Winston.
some of it because
Yeah,
I
there
didn't
we
want
go.
to really. So, but yeah, that's
This is
exactly.
sing
it.
along with
I like
Zach.
the snap song too, where it's like the humming. It's like and they're like snapping.
I don't know that one. I haven't seen that
really?
one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
yeah, and he puts
there's-
on his clothes.
Yeah, he puts on like his military outfit. He's like in his boxers,
Dude,
and
I
it's
should
like
make one of
shirt,
those.
like hat. Like-
I want to make one of those, but it's reversed. It's just me getting undressed for the night, and then it's just my naked, hairy body as the very last frame. Just like,
that would be so funny.
When they
Like,
when
yo,
they
this dude's dick is tiny.
when they suddenly appear in the military outfit, it's literally the funniest.
Oh,
fucking
I love
meme.
that one,
And
yeah.
then the person in the other side of the frame like has to salute. It's oh my god, he gets really
Yeah,
down, dude.
the duets are great. Like that's like a huge part of that the
Totally.
culture on
Yeah,
TikTok.
it's
is
true, yeah.
duets. Like
There's
oh,
one.
have you seen the creepy like pedophile duets?
No,
That's
what?
a thing on TikTok. There's like little kids will do like duets, and like creepy old men will do like the duet.
Oh, that's
And like the
weird.
duet will be like you blow a kiss or something, and they're like,
No, scary.
"Love you, little girl."
my
It is
favorite
Halloween,
creepy.
so
my favorite duets is just like someone doing something like, and then like another person's just like looking at their phone, just like watching them do it. Like they somehow think that that's like worth posting.
Have you seen the one where the duet is just the guy punching the fuck out of his phone? Beats the shit out
Yeah.
of his front facing camera. He's like, "Da, da, 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 da," and that's the whole video. It's so funny.
I think I have seen
love
that.
it.
There's one.
good.
There's one I love where it's like this girl and she's like, "Take a picture of me with the flash on."
Yeah, yeah.
It always turns out it's like she turned the phone and it's like two black guys kissing. Like, what the fuck? That was killing me, dude. They're so fucking funny. It was a moth one too. Like the moth meme was still around.
Oh man, moth memes.
I don't know if
RIP
that's
the
still
moth
cracking,
meme,
but
Was
man.
that like the shortest lived meme ever? That lasted like 4 days.
He
Must be
likes
dead,
the
yeah.
moth memes. He's a big moth meme fan.
I thought they were funny. Like, I mean, they didn't overstay their welcome. Like, let's get this bread memes like that. Those have just destroyed.
Yeah, that got ruined by normies.
like completely.
It was a clever joke.
BuzzFeed articles. I guess the moth meme probably made a few BuzzFeed articles too. I don't know. I thought it like some of those were kind of funny. I mean, let's get this bread is literally just like let's get this.
It's
bread.
still-
Like,
it's
that's
still
the
going.
Whole meme.
Well, now it's evolved to like let's cop this gluten. And
Yeah. let's gain this grain. Is one
gain
that I've
this-
seen. Like, it's so dumb.
That's fucked,
so it's definitely
Let's mill
evolving.
this wheat.
dude. Memes expand. People don't think about that, but they grow.
Well, the thing is, like with Twitter, dude, just so many different people will see the joke that like every like possible like version of it will be
Oh,
made.
yeah.
You know, it's like
Somebody's got a different.
and then the
version.
good ones will all blow up. Like there's a million horrible memes made, but you just see the good ones, so it's like
Yeah.
True.
memes are crazy, dude. I love memes.
We had a long talk
I
about.
haven't
memes.
taken a rip out of the Daily Driver in a minute.
The Daily Driver.
Cheers.
You've been smoking the
Can you pass this
Amsterdam
back?
lately, right?
Thank you,
Cheers,
sir.
man.
I almost feel like TikTok's like worse now because now it's like everyone knows about it and they like
And they know
go
it's a
on
meme.
They're
it and
taking
they, like-
advantage of
Yeah,
everybody
they
knowing
go
it.
on and they like make fun of these stupid people and it's like no
Yeah.
I just want to see them habitate naturally. Like I don't want them to fear for their safety.
Yeah.
like
Once we let them know that we're onto them, then
Yeah.
it's gonna change the.
And then they
whole
just move over to
community,
Gab.
Man.
We all know what happens on Gab.
I don't know.
Some
what
recent
Gab
news.
is, dude.
Gab.
That was like
What
the
is
synagogue shooter's like favorite like social
Oh,
network.
that's
for
like
fuck's
the
sake.
conservative
Oh,
social media.
Yeah, it's like the only social media that doesn't like ban people who hate Jews
I
openly.
didn't know the Gap made a social media.
Gap Kids.
Gap.
Gap Kids was his favorite app.
But yeah, I was watching a video earlier today. This guy I watch on YouTube and listen to his podcast. He made a video about TikTok, and in the terms of service about TikTok, what he found out is that the second it is on the app, they own it 100%.
Oh yeah,
All
of
your
course.
content.
Yeah.
So he
Oh,
was
yeah.
making private TikToks as part of his YouTube video. Like he wasn't posting them publicly, and they took them and they actually used them in their newest ads.
Because
Him
they were
making
really
fun of
good,
them.
probably.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, well, this guy's famous from Vine and YouTube."
Damn.
No shit.
So they
That's-
fucked him,
that's
and they run. He was also
They
talking
fucked
about he's been demonetizing all of his videos because they own everything, so they can claim copyright of any
Wow.
TikTok
Wow.
Free
That's
on YouTube. So
crazy.
they're running TikTok
there's-
ads as like mid rolls in his videos.
There's so many compilations.
It's
though.
like trolling.
How about stop
Yeah,
making
no, they're
TikTok
literally trolling
videos?
this
Why are
guy.
you doing that?
Isn't that cruel?
If you're
Yeah.
making your money off TikTok videos, you should. I mean, this is
I
what
love
you
how-
deserve, really.
I
I
love
don't
how
think
not
people are
only
making money off it.
not only is it a stupid app, but they're also like a very predatory company. That like
Seems yeah,
Yeah,
That's
like-
fucking
Well,
crazy.
it's like it's owned by like a sketchy like Chinese corporation that like steals data and shit. Like
Nice.
it used to be Musically, right? They bought
before TikTok and Musically merged, and it was just TikTok, because that was an app on its own before, if I'm
Yeah.
recalling correctly.
it. I think you're right.
There was a whole Reddit post about like all the data they steal from you, like all the
Wow.
telemetry and shit that happens in the app. It's very sketchy.
That's fine.
But
like with it being
that's
on
just
your
shit that
phone.
interests me because I'm a fucking nerd.
I mean, dude, it's important stuff. Like
Yeah, it actually is.
stealing. Like
So like if you downloaded their app, was there something in there that could, or was it all kind of what you put?
They
onto
just
the
kind of
app?
do as much as they can legally, basically, to
Get whatever they can. from
any
you.
amount of money off of you.
Wow.
Which, I mean, hey, they're a company.
That's what they do.
Kinda makes
man.
sense.
That's what they do, baby.
Yeah,
but-
man. Are they Silicon Valley based? Is it?
No, it's always been China owned.
It's okay. Yeah. that's
Or
right.
no, I think Musically
China
started
owned.
as
Me too, dude.
I think
Yeah.
Musically started as an Indian app or something. I don't remember. But
I don't know. I never really caught up with Musically.
yeah, I didn't.
wasn't
I
really,
remember
like-
Musically was
Never
just the
heard of it.
cringy like tween version of Vine when Vine was up.
That's really all I knew about it.
Once I got out of high school, I don't know what any apps are. I'm sorry. I know Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. And I kind of forgot about
you knew
Facebook.
those from
Some-
high school though.
Yeah, when
that's
are we
that's
gonna
what
get
I'm
to
saying.
the-
That's it. Literally
Snapchat's
it.
dead, dude.
When are we gonna get
Except
to
for
the
us.
point where we don't know what the latest like platform
I'm definitely
is?
there.
Or do you think we're like at a point in our we were born in the right time where we're always just gonna keep up to date on tech? Like we're
Nah,
the
we
first
won't.
generation
We're
that's gonna be
gonna-
like,
there's
oh,
no-
they have cell
yeah.
phones that look like that now. Like, can you imagine us in like 20 years? Like back in my day, we just had the iPhone 10.
Dude, that's gonna be like we're gonna
And it
start.
was a flex.
That'll flesh out more like as time goes on. But like millennials will be parents, and we'll like run the country, run the world, and
Run the
then, like,
roost.
yeah, and then like Gen C kids or Gen whatever kids will start to hate
Double
us.
A.
And they'll be like, yeah, millennials do this thing. It's like, damn, we've been hated for our whole lives.
Yeah,
No one likes millennials.
I
man.
totally believe we're gonna fall behind the times and
Oh,
be
for sure.
outdated.
Especially with
I'm
memes
already,
and shit
I'm already
like
feeling
that.
it. These.
I mean,
recent
have we
memes,
missed out on anything yet? Like, what's cool to kids right now that's not cool to us?
We don't even know. That's
Because it seems like everybody likes Fortnite. I mean, pretty soon that'll be like the new Minecraft, where it's just a game for 12
I
year
think
olds.
it already is.
You
Yeah.
think actually? I don't know.
I think
It has
it's-
enough normie appeal.
Yeah,
That's it though.
like
It's not a full on kids.
It's
game
still
yet.
popular, but it'll slowly sizzle. I
Yo,
think,
what if
for sure.
everything,
Yeah.
all of Fortnite's success was just Minecraft all over again? Like it's just like like
Notch
Drake and
made it.
Ninja are playing survival mode on stream. Just like, and then there's like a creeper's like, ooh, when you get hit.
You mean they like switch over to like Minecraft or something?
No, yeah, like there was no Fortnite. They were just streaming Minecraft.
It's just Minecraft.
And it's just been
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
with everyone. It's
Yeah.
like the Matrix.
Like
or something.
Minecraft just reaches the height that like Fortnite has reached, and
No.
like Drake is on
They're,
Twitch
like,
playing
keck.
Minecraft.
What would be more?
Well, the closest is the Migos playing Minecraft on Minecraft.
You
It's
should
like a
Universe.
Twin Peaks episode.
that
or
is
something.
a great video. Do you guys think Drake's ever played Minecraft?
Oh,
Like-
totally.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, dude.
I think probably most people have
More
played
rappers need to
Minecraft.
like play video games. Like that would be a great series.
and record it.
Yeah.
Well, the
Post that
Migos playing Minecraft was really funny because it was before they were popping. Like it was before Bad and Bougie. I mean, they were like already kind of popping, but they weren't like at
Ballin'.
the Bad and Bougie level.
Right.
They-
It was
No
like a
Ric
couple
Flair
years
dripping.
before that came out. And they just went on and like it was like a live stream, and then they also made a YouTube video about it. And like on the live
Minecraft
stream,
Let's
like
Play
it was like
featuring Migos.
Offset or some shit, like put himself in like flying mode in creative, and like flew up to the top of the map and was like writing in chat like I'm in heaven or some
Yeah, he
shit.
says I'm going to heaven, but he like didn't write the H. He's like I'm going to heaven. I
I love it, dude. What gamers?
think like
Real
Offset
gamers,
said
dude.
that.
Yeah, it was funny too. It was like in the video, it's like the intro. They're playing like a Migos song, and it's like Migo, and he goes Minecraft or some shit. It's really funny.
Wow, I need to check this video out. I haven't seen that.
I'll send it to you later.
Please, thank you.
Got to be
We're
awesome.
30 minutes in already.
Hey,
Hey.
it's almost
Coasted
Halloween,
through it.
guys. It's almost
Yeah.
Halloween. You guys excited
This
about
was
that
supposed
shit?
to be the spooky episode. I think we already fucked up. This hasn't been spooky at
It's
all.
still.
Let's spook it up,
I mean,
baby.
I got some good spooky convos.
Oh,
This
here we
room
go.
is orange.
I'm guessing everybody has like a spooky encounter they want to
kinda
talk
sad.
about, right?
I'll think of one. I'll
You
go
know we've
last.
all been
You'll
haunted.
think of one.
Hmm.
You know we've all been touched by a ghostess.
All been touched by a ghostess.
Yeah.
No, I actually have never been touched.
I don't think I've been
Never
touched
gotten touched,
by a
dude.
ghost, but
Trying to,
um,
but
Let me think.
well, what I was gonna talk about was like
let's Zach
my
spread
haunted
his-
ass office.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
'Cause I work
that's
a-
pretty good.
Hit us
I-
with the knowledge.
All right, here. Let me pull up my notes here
Yeah, I
because
saw
I
that
took
bullet.
a
I
lot
saw those
of.
bullet points. I was like, Jesus.
I made
you write in
sure
the
I was
chapter?
thorough.
Dude, you don't say you're pulling up the notes. That breaks the immersion.
True, dude.
I
yeah.
got the receipts here.
Just bring it
Jamie's
up.
right, bro. You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we'll wait for Jackson to come back. Yo, bring
Young
that.
bro.
Bring the ashtray in here. Oh, okay.
Dude, that'd be way
Fuck
too
no.
smart. All right.
We're not on that.
Way too convenient.
We're not on
nearly
that shit.
Smart enough for that. I'm just gonna keep walking into the other room every time.
Everyone take
Gang,
a drink of alcohol because it's about to get spooky.
I'm scared.
Guys, I just want to say,
Cheers.
Cheers.
God damn it. For a second, I wasn't sure, and I was like, it's going to be a cheers.
you know, I'm hitting with the cheers.
Cheers. All right, so I've been trying
Let
really
me
hard.
snuggle up.
I've been thinking about, like, I posted a tweet. I was like, somebody please send me a kind of funny but also scary, like, paranormal story to talk about on my podcast.
Yeah.
And nobody sent me anything funny, but people sent me interesting ideas. Like,
This was on Twitter?
Tyler said the Sam Squanch, which is just Sasquatch.
Okay.
Does he have a story about it? Because what the
no.
fuck are we
I
thought
going to
that
do
was
with that
just a dumb
idea?
meme.
Did he literally just
Sam
suggest
Squanch is
Sam
what they call
Squanch?
it in Trailer Park Boys.
Boys.
It's a fucking Sam Squanch.
Yeah.
Which is a good show.
That's kind of funny.
just
but-
talk
Yeah.
I
about
appreciate
Bigfoot.
the reference, but I got what
Talk
he was
about
saying.
Nessie.
And then somebody else, I don't know if they want to be mentioned, so I won't mention them. And they
Say their
said
name, man. Dox them.
they
one's
said
safe.
I should look up skinwalkers, which is a very interesting. Has anybody seen this? Have
The
you heard
Native
about this?
American
I know about
thing,
Skinwalkers.
right?
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
this Navajo legend that there's like these like witch doctors or some shit, and they want to turn into animals,
Yeah.
and they like can curse you and shit.
That's
But like when they turn into animals, they're wearing like animal skin, but it like
Kings only.
looks like this like fucked up like gory like humanoid moose.
Yeah, dude, I've seen, and I even saw like a video or something.
I feel like
about
it's like kind of similar to like your art style. I feel like you've drawn something similar before, but
That's why I know about
yeah,
it.
just like creepy shit. And like I did a lot of research on that, and I was like, oh, maybe there's something with this. Like this is a very interesting legend. And it, like sounds creepy. But then I started reading stories, and it was really hard to find stories that weren't just obviously some like creative writing major, like writing some stupid shit on Reddit.
Wow,
Yeah.
called him out
There's
specifically.
a ton of subreddits dedicated to shit like this, and
Yeah.
they're all fucking bullshit. I'm gonna say it right now.
Wow.
I
then
spent
obviously not
fucking-
real.
Yeah, it's Reddit, man.
When I woke up at 5 this morning, like hungover as fuck, which I didn't even finish talking about my bar story, but I guess that's done.
Jesus, we're
Dead and
distracted.
gone.
Can you sum it up in a few
But I mean, I had
sentences?
like 5 drinks total that night, and I bought me and Luke's friend Mike like a $22 glass of whiskey each.
Okay.
Wow.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah,
We were
it was-
like, dude,
it was
let's
crazy.
try it.
It was like a shot.
I mean, I was
Damn, it was
already
nothing.
hammered, so I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I don't care.
Was it worth it?
Here's my debit
It was
card.
good. I thought it was really tasty, and then I fell asleep. Real
And this
nice.
man had to Uber to his friend's house to get his
fuck's
car
sake, mate.
this morning. Like that's
I mean, at least I didn't drink and drive.
that would have been
True,
way cooler, dude.
Yeah,
That
way
would have
cooler.
been way cooler. Think about the story.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
Anyways, yeah. So I woke up this morning, hungover as fuck, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get down and do some real research on skinwalkers. And all it really made me
It's a great
notice
time.
was that people just make up like almost all this shit. It seems like
Oh,
there are
for sure.
just
Yeah,
long text posts, or it's like, this is my encounter.
Oh,
And
for
you're like,
fuck's
oh fuck! And you're like, here we go, skinwalker encounter story. And then you open it, and it's like, I was 6 or 7 at the time, and then like they have way too many details for a
Yeah.
6-year-old to remember.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is made up. And then of course in the comments, like people are like, wait, so like what happened at this part? And like a guy will reply like, it's made up. Like, stop.
It's made up.
This is made up. Like,
Quit trying to
stop
put the
upvoting
pieces
this
together,
shit,
bro.
That was like all the top posts on the Skinwalker subreddit was just, there's a subreddit for just Skinwalker stories that has 30K subs.
Wow.
No way, dude.
30K people want to
Jesus
read about
Christ.
Skinwalkers.
No shit. I'm gonna check this out later, even though it's all bullshit.
Yeah. And then I found another subreddit called The Truth Is Here. Also mostly
Finally.
bullshit, but there are like some interesting like alien abduction stories and shit, which I thought was cool. And there are like a lot of cool like fake GIFs and videos of like UFOs, and people are like, yeah, those just look like stadium lights in like clouds. Like shit like that.
Uh-huh.
But
You guys fuck with aliens? You on that alien shit?
Oh, they're definitely real.
You been abducted?
No. Oh,
You've been
actually, I've told this story before.
What?
So I used to get like occasional, I still do every once in a while, but just like a little bit of sleep paralysis, you know, where you're like,
yeah, this is a
you
good
know that
story.
you're like dreaming, but like your body is still conscious,
Yeah.
kind of.
Or you're awake, yeah. Like you can
Yeah, and
kinda
like
see.
I just couldn't move, and like so I got myself so fucked. This isn't even my main story for this either. Like,
No.
Keep
Buckle
going,
up,
though.
guys.
Keep going.
Buckle
yeah,
up.
this one's actually creepy. This happened to me sophomore year in high school, and I was at my dad's house, and I was just laying there, and I like jolted awake, right? and I was like, something feels weird. And it was like 2 a.m. or some shit. And what I did was I was like, I don't think I'm awake still.
Yeah.
So what I did, because someone told me if you're lucid dreaming, you can look at your hands, and if your hands are fucked up in some kind of way, then you know you're dreaming still. So that's what I did. I looked at my hands, and my hands were all fucked up. My fingers were super long and shit. It was really creepy.
Whoa.
It's actually really fucking scary to look at.
That's terrifying.
But so I was like, what the fuck? So then I just like tried to go back asleep in that dream. But what happened was I tried to wake up from that, and then I was paralyzed. It was like I was paralyzed in that dream as well. And I just see like hand like go over my vision, and then I woke up.
No.
I was like, I don't know if that's a real dream or
Wow,
what it was.
shit.
It was really weird. That's I don't know. It's obviously just
I'm
a
scared
nightmare,
right
but
now,
that
man.
was probably
Yeah,
like the
that's
scariest
spooky,
night.
You wake up.
Totally
you're like,
abducted by aliens.
But think about that.
It was what I imagined an alien hand to be. I guess that was the
Right.
point of the story.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like it was probably just a dream.
You might have been a second away from getting possessed.
Yeah.
Or what if
Maybe.
what if they just stopped things for you for just a moment? For you, it seemed like a second, and it seemed like a dream, but they actually had you for like an hour.
The
Yeah,
whole
that's-
time they were in
that's
my
true.
fucking ass.
Isn't that scary?
Like,
Probing
they put
me?
their hand over you.
They're
you,
like, we just
go
been
out.
all
Yeah.
up in that ass.
You think
you're-
you went back to sleep, but you
and
didn't.
then you're up on
They've
the
been
spaceship.
probing me all
Yeah.
night.
And then you just wake up. You're like,
God,
oh.
my asshole is really sore.
Zach wakes up. He's like, I was just paralyzed.
I was just. Oh my god.
Guys, I was just paralyzed.
That was
Oh
a
my
great
God.
meme.
Guys.
Call the hospital.
I was wondering when that would come on the podcast at some point.
Yeah. Classic meme. Look up weed freakouts.
paralyzed. I was just paralyzed.
But yeah, Zach, tell us that spooky shit.
Okay. Yeah. So I was just about to go to
terrifying. That was
another
a
note
good
too.
starter spooky
I'm
story.
scared already, dude. I got the bumps.
But
Quaking.
yeah, I don't know. That's. I mean, that could be anything. That doesn't really. I remember it very well, but it doesn't like.
Yeah.
It doesn't fuck with me that much. Like I'm not like.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
You ever
I
get
hope that
worried
never
it'll
happens."
happen again?
No.
I worry about it sometimes.
I just don't like that sleep paralysis shit because like I know that I can just fall asleep and everything will be fine, but for some reason every time it happens I want to immediately jolt awake as hard as I can, you know. So that shit's annoying and I hate it.
I want to fucking.
And now that I've talked about it, it'll probably happen tonight, but I don't know.
Thinking about it.
We
makes
said
it
that too.
worse.
That last time we talked about this, you're like, now that I talked about it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, because I'll be thinking about it. No, it usually only happened like I used to sleepwalk when I was a little too.
Dude, sleep is
Isn't
so
that the
weird.
weirdest fucking thing? How's that even work?
Why is sleep so weird?
Oh,
Like
dude,
you're-
I totally used to sleepwalk when we were. It was just
No,
when we
don't
were
tell
living
me
in
that.
different.
That's so scary.
Yeah, I used to jerk off over you while you were asleep, and I'd wake up in the middle of it and just be like, "All right, well, might as well finish."
Might as well finish
You woke up while you're nutting, and you're like, well, this feels great.
You're like, "Oh,
Sleep come.
sleep coming." Yo, Zach, my roommate won't stop sleep jerking. Help, Reddit.
I need to switch dorms. Zach keeps coming on me in the night.
But yeah,
All right, yeah.
that shit always just happens when I'm in like a new place, like I'm sleeping in a new place for me.
Weird.
But all right. So the main spooky story. This is it,
Let's get it,
folks.
man.
We're in it.
Also, I really hope this is still recording.
Alexa, hit record.
Okay, thank fuck. It is.
Alexa.
It's still recording. We're good. We're good.
All
Okay.
right, spooky story. Dun dun.
So listen, we all know I work this shitty ass shift. I mean, it's a good shift for my life because I can go
It's
to
a
school and
shitty
work.
shift, dude.
It's a
But,
bad.
like,
the
for-
shift itself sucks.
Yeah, it's not like working daytime is better than working
I kinda
overnight
envy
on the
sometimes.
weekend.
Just briefly talk about your like.
What are your
what is
actual
the-
hours?
Yeah, what is the hours?
So it's and that's actually a bullet point too. So it's an overnight weekend shift, Thursday to Saturday nights, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Gang.
That's a 12-hour shift
The
all night.
the Thursday night shift is only until 6 a.m. So it's a 10-hour shift. Woo! Way better.
That's fucking terrible.
But I mean, I only work 3 shifts a week, and
So
I get
what
paid,
you end up getting like 30 something hours in?
yeah, like 34, I think, is the work
Mhm.
week I work, and I get to go to school during the week. So it's good. It's good for me,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that they let me do it. But yeah, it does suck, and it's not good for your social life. But one thing you notice in an office at night is that you just hear shit.
Shit
like,
happens.
Like any house, like, you know, when a house is like warming up, you run the heat on a cold house, things start creaking,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
wood floors start cracking and shit. I don't know.
Demons come
But-
out.
Eating up that goddamn wood.
Happens every time.
That's probably most of the stuff can just be explained by that. Like just things settling and just it's a big office. We have pests. You know, they've had ants before, and I'm sure there's mice.
I hate hearing all those ants, dude.
Ants are really
Always
loud.
making a ruckus, but
Yeah. You can really hear those
Christ.
fucking ants.
Okay.
Yeah, I
those
always yell
ants.
down the hallway. I'm like, yo, build a colony at the other fucking office. Christ.
quiet down.
Jesus. Where'd you get all this sand? How'd you bring sand inside? Those like weird sandy ant hills.
Yeah, that's exactly what I imagined. Yeah.
You just go in like the bathroom. It's like in the toilet. You're like, what the? I can't pee on this ant colony.
Dude, I've never seen one of those
Just in
get
random
made.
spots.
Give me
They're
no
always
choice.
they just kind of pop up.
Yeah, they just pop up.
They
in,
whip
like, one
those
day.
things out in an hour.
Well, they're like an army, right? Like they all like work together and just like carry. They carry all the shit and they just make like crazy ass nests super fast. I think.
Okay.
Is that how that shit works?
I wonder
Yeah.
what the time frame is on that. How long does it take them to make one of those?
Couple minutes. They can whip one
I
of those
bet
right
it's
out.
not long. Well, you know what I think it is so I think the like mound on top is not like they go into a crack in the ground, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like probably just to build the top part takes like not very long. But then like they have to build the whole colony down there and like there's like a queen ant and shit, right?
Well, it's probably a long time
Yo,
when your
ant-
lifespan's like
ant
one
experts
day.
right down below. Anyways, moving on from
Yeah,
ant
what the
talk.
fuck?
This post made by Ant Gang.
Anyways, there's pests in your office.
Yeah. So we got pests, we got ants, we got mice, you know, shit like that, typical. And there's also things like, you know, we live in Maine, so there's just more wildlife than usual. You know, every once in a while you'll see like a skunk or a squirrel or a raccoon in the parking lot.
I was gonna say.
You know, shit like that.
in the cubicles.
But basically, you know, you're out there, it's late, you know, 12-hour shift, you get pretty tired. You start, you know, maybe you hear stuff, you get a little paranoid for, you know, whatever reason.
Sack smoking big gas, getting a little paranoid.
So basically, I'm trying to mostly sum this up as like probably a lot of the stuff that's happened can be easily explained.
this is
Okay,
a
but-
disclaimer.
You guys probably won't
This
be
is a
that stupid.
But
disclaimer.
what have
Okay.
you actually
So-
observed?
There's been some weird stuff, and this stuff I think is all human, but stuff will disappear a lot in the office.
Okay.
Like one time, someone's charging cable just disappeared, and they messaged literally everybody in the office like,
Wow.
"Did you borrow my charging cable? Did you take my charging cable? Like it's a $3 cable. Just please
I
give
gotta
it
get to the
back."
bottom
Like,
of this cable thing.
It's not a big deal. Like I'm not gonna be mad at you if you borrowed my cable. Like, and just no one ever fessed up. And then like eventually he put like a note on his monitor. He was like, "Please return my cable." And then his cable just showed up one day. I think someone like the janitor or something just took it on
It's
accident.
probably a ghost.
yeah.
So
the ghost
that's
is like, shit, he got me. I gotta bring this
Oh,
back.
he put the note up. I guess I'll give it back.
He put the note up.
Okay.
there's been other stuff though. So recently we had a company swag. What?
Keep going. No, I'm loving the story. Keep going.
You're loving this story?
Loving it.
Love it.
we had
Absolutely love
we
it.
had these coolers that we got for free as a like gift for like Christmas or some shit.
Hell yeah.
And there were some
cooler?
we had to ship back because they were the wrong color cooler.
Oh, man. They
I'm
weren't
like,
the company
Christ, I hate
colors.
when I get the wrong color cooler.
God, this is supposed
Jesus
to be blue.
Christ.
It's fucking red.
Send him back.
Send that back. That's a
Okay.
tan cooler. Get that out of here.
Okay.
But yeah, so they were just shipping them back slowly because they're these big ass fucking Yeti coolers.
Oh wow.
So they just ship them back like one at a time every week or some shit, and they had like 10 to ship back. There's still like 2 left in the office. But yeah, one day someone left one out, and they went to the bathroom, and nobody else was in the office. Nobody else was in the office. They go back, the cooler's gone. Literally never seen again.
No way.
No idea. They had a whole company-wide meeting about this missing cooler.
Wow.
They're like, guys, this is literally just a $300 loss for us that we have to pay Yeti for it, so it's not a big deal, but like, what the fuck,
Where's
basically.
the cooler though?
And I don't know if we have cameras or anything. Like, I would just look up, because it's just a weird thing to like steal.
Right.
Like, you
That is
already,
weird.
if you worked for the company,
Especially
you
then.
got one for free already.
yeah.
Why would you want the wrong color one?
Huh.
Also, it's not like you can sell it. You can't put it on eBay.
How come?
Like, oh, this random ass company has their logo on this cooler.
Oh.
And then if someone somehow works at the company is on eBay looking for coolers, you know,
Seems
They're gonna
unlikely.
know.
I
Very
don't know.
serendipitous.
I mean, people. That's
Especially since
police,
everyone just got one for free.
police look on like eBay and Craigslist for
Yeah,
shit that you've
yeah.
had stolen from you recently. So
cool.
That's pretty crazy.
it wouldn't be surprising.
Hmm.
But yeah, it just disappeared. And then another recent one was my textbook off my table disappeared.
No.
And I didn't see it for like 3 weeks. And there was like there's like a textbook library over in like one part of like our department. And I went over there a couple weeks ago to look for it, and it wasn't in there. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, where did this go? And it's not even my book. So I was like,
Oh shit.
God damn it. Like, I'm going to have to buy my like buddy a new book.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up like finding it like last week. Like someone was like, oh yeah, I saw that in the library. I was like, I just looked in the fucking library. Like, what the fuck?
That's weird, dude.
Yeah, it was super weird. I don't know.
So either someone's just picking stuff
Someone's
up and
just
moving
jacking your shit, dude.
People's
This isn't
just-
ghosts.
Yeah, someone's fucking with shit. But so before I've been working this shift for like almost 2 years now. Before I started working, they were kind of joking like, "Oh, it's spooky at night. Like, watch out." And I was like, "Haha, that's so funny." But like, someone literally told me that one time they heard footsteps upstairs, and there was nobody upstairs.
Do you guys have
So-
like janitorial people?
Yeah, so that's the thing. So there's so the other people who can possibly be in this building are the janitors and the people in the other department upstairs. So the important thing about that is they have a separate parking lot, and you can't access upstairs or down. You're either in one floor or the other at night because it's separated by an alarm for like theft stuff.
Okay.
But yeah.
So it's just some dude at the other company, right?
Well, that's the thing was there was nobody, like there was no car there or anything, and there were no lights on upstairs. So they just heard
Yikes.
footsteps. So she literally said that she like unlocked the code to get upstairs, and like fucking
She went.
there was nothing there.
She went and took a peek because she
Yeah.
was curious.
Yeah, she
Dude,
was like, "What the
that's
fuck?"
I'm so glad that people go up and have the balls to
No
look
way,
at
dude.
shit.
Yeah,
that-
I don't do it. I
Thank
don't
you.
do it.
That's like the horror movie like dumbass move that gets
Yeah.
you killed.
Like, let me go check it out.
I don't think you'd. I feel like if people were dying to like ghosts and shit, like
Right, I'm
you
not
do
worried
in
about
movies,
a ghost
like
so much. I'm just worried about
people
getting
would.
spooked.
There'd be a lot more like questionable stuff about ghosts. Like people would actually believe in them or something if people were actually getting hurt by them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Ghosts will
anyways,
take you out.
Damn.
There's no way.
so yeah, that was kind of like I was like whatever. Like I didn't think about it too much. But what I started noticing was I would hear things like mice at night. Like you'd hear mice running through the drop ceilings, and you'd hear like
Oh god.
when it started getting. Well, I was like, oh, that's mice, and it's just creepy because you wouldn't expect it, and it like be above your head or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd
What,
be like,
what does
"Whoa."
it sound like? Is it just kind of like a tapping?
Yeah, it's
running?
just a little scurrying. It was like, "Tut-tut-tut-tut," and then you don't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
Huh.
But recently I've been hearing stuff like cans move and shit, and I'm assuming it's just mice on people's desks. Which is
Really?
kind of nasty.
What do you fucking live in the sewer?
How do you know it's a can?
Well, people have
Sounds
like
like a
cans
can,
and
like-
bottles, and you just hear like
Oh.
shit like that, or like things falling
That's
over.
actually kind of creepy.
Cans and bottles fall off people's tables at night a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know
like
if you can account that all the mice.
I think it's mostly mice.
You think
How-
there's mice
there's no
all
way
over the
there's a
table?
Don't
mouse.
worry, this gets scarier.
No. This
Stop.
is already fucking scary.
All
I'm
right,
kind of
so
spooked already.
Things on desks, we got that. Okay, so we also have a lot of automatic light sensors in this office, okay?
Okay.
So the kitchen, the bathroom are both on light sensors. So if there hasn't been any movement in those rooms for 10 minutes,
Lights out.
lights out. So one thing that I've been noticing more and more is I'll go to the bathroom and I'll notice the kitchen lights on.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, I haven't been in the kitchen tonight.
Oh fuck.
And you're like, oh,
And there's
fuck.
nobody else in
Yeah,
the
and you
office.
get creeped out. Yo, what up?
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so then
Just like the can falls off the table. We're like, oh, yeah.
Dude, that's actually kind of spooky. Is everyone in the bathroom and stuff too?
yeah, so I've seen it in the bathroom a couple times, but I don't trust the bathroom one as much. Like I think that one's like bullshit.
Faulty.
I don't know.
Maybe the ghost just.
But
shits
like
a
the
lot.
kitchen one, the kitchen one will sometimes just be on, and I'll be like, that's
And
weird.
it's just you, right? You're the only person in there at
Yeah,
night?
the only time that there's like people there who are just like cleaning, like the janitors or whatever, they're there at like 5 a.m. And you know they're there because you immediately hear them walk in,
Yeah.
you hear the door shut, you hear vacuums turn on, you smell cigs immediately.
Does the
Are they smoking
that-
cigs while they vacuum?
I think like janitor people just love cigarettes because
So-
they're up at like 4 a.m, so they're like, fuck.
Yeah, they gotta
like,
love cigarettes.
They're like, God, I
So-
need something to pick me up real quick. you
Zach,
know?
what is it?
Nothing like a cig in the
when they
morning.
come in, is that kind of like, is that nice to have someone else in the building? And how does it feel when you are literally all alone in that building?
I mean, a lot of the time they just vacuum too loud, and I have to turn my Joe Rogan up really loud to go over it. So it's mostly an annoyance. But at least I know there's no ghosts in the office, you know?
So you don't actually think there's any ghosts going on?
Well, I got more memes here for you boys.
Oh shit!
All right,
it keeps
so we
going.
got the light sensors. So there's this one thing with janitors is the like sink to fill up the mop bucket. There's like a water closet or whatever the fuck it's called near my cubicle. And every once in a while you'll hear them walk up. You always hear them walk up. They'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" They'll fill up the mop bucket. You'll hear it very clearly. Sometimes at like 2 a.m, I'll just randomly hear the mop bucket sounds and like the sink and shit. What? And like there's nobody there. Like I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yo.
Like I'll just look around the corner and be like, oh, the janitors are here and the closet is closed, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like it's the
Is
weirdest
the stuff
shit.
in the closet? Is that
yeah,
where
like the
stuff
closet's
is?
all shut and everything.
Oh, that's
yeah.
scary as fuck.
Yeah. So I'll hear that every once in a while. I heard that one last week. That's the rare meme.
Whoa.
Do you think one of the janitors died while cleaning your office?
I don't know. Maybe
And
they're
now-
all old as shit, so it's possible.
I thought you were gonna say that one of the janitors sent you down and told you about this old scary tale that happened.
No, I wish that would be funny if they actually had that as
That'd be
like
sweet.
they had some funny stories about
Oh, dude, that's
cleaning the place.
scary.
But yeah, every once in a while you'll hear things like we have like the floors are kind of like hollow almost, so you can hear footsteps a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every once in a while it'll sound like there's like a footstep or something, and you're just like, what was that? And like I don't know, that could be anything. I don't attribute that to ghosts.
Do you ever talk and be like, "Hey, is there anyone here?"
Do you
Well,
ever
every once in a
call
while
out?
I'll hear a noise. This is my recent one that made me literally stand up and go, "What the fuck?" I literally
Oh,
stood up. I
shit.
like made myself vocal, so like if someone was here, they'd be like, "Oh, sorry." Like didn't mean to scare you.
Yeah.
But I literally got up and like looked around and was like, "What is
Okay.
going on?"
What
Because
was it?
okay, so I hear the like typical mouse scurrying sound right above me, and it's like a little bit louder than usual, and then it goes back behind me. Usually it goes like to the right. Like usually you hear the mice go to the right, but this time it went this way. And as it's going that way, it's getting quieter,
Behind
and then
him,
it
he's
starts
pointing.
sounding like something heavier. Like it
Oh,
gets
no.
the steps get heavier, but then at a certain point it sounds like someone walking on the carpet. Like it sounded like someone running up the hall.
It's
Oh.
Peter
I
Pettigrew, dude.
literally shit myself. I was like, what the fuck? I thought my because it was only 8:30 at night. I thought my coworker was coming back because he left his laptop there or some shit. So I go, oh, you're back already? Nobody.
Oh,
Nothing.
Oh shit, dude.
Fucking killed me. I've been waiting to tell
Why do
that
you
for a
work
couple
here,
weeks.
bro?
Oh, dude.
It's haunted. It's fucking haunted.
You're done, dude.
How do you go
Um,
back? Dude. You got to keep reporting
Dude,
on
imagine
this.
how easy it would
Yeah.
be to sneak up behind
That was
me.
not as exciting as I thought it was going to be because I'm not a good storyteller, but I did
I
my
think you did
best.
fine. I was
the
pretty
other-
spooked.
I
have
was
one
actually
more
scared.
note. When I'm outside, I'll go outside at night, get a charging cable, smoke, whatever, right?
You smoke at work, dude?
Hell yeah.
Tobacco.
Nice.
Only
Every
6.
once in a while,
You and the cleaning people.
me with
You
the clean
should
people.
toke with them, dude. That'd be hilarious.
Yo, I got some gas.
You
You're like, yo, is this place haunted? They're like, yeah.
They're like, sometimes the Marlboros do be hitting though.
You should offer it up to them.
But yeah, every once in a while, I'll go outside and I'll just kind of feel like I'm being watched,
Really?
and I'll just be like, ooh, that's kind of. I
From
mean,
like
that's
the
just
inside of the building? Or?
that's just probably just me being a pussy in general. But every once in a while, I'll go outside and I'm in a business area. There's no residents. It's just a business area.
Mm-hmm.
Completely, like, I'm not close to any offices or anything. Every once in a while, I will very clearly smell cigarettes in the parking lot, and like no one's there.
Wow.
And I'll just be like, is someone like smoking in the woods, like just looking at me and like the wind blew
Right.
or some shit? Like,
That's pretty
freaks
fucking
me out.
spook either way, to be honest.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
you just can't see that shit. But
Wow.
that's my spooky office story.
I'd be so
For the
paranoid.
Halloween
That's
episode.
scary as fuck, dude. What a good story.
What the fuck?
It only
That's
took me
it, man.
30 minutes.
I'm
We're
really
at 55
scared.
minutes.
Wow. Do you guys have scary encounters?
Nothing. That's
Oh
scary.
man, I think I'm in the same boat as you, Jackson. Like, I just don't really have like many
Bro.
significant ghost encounters.
Hunter, I know you got a good one. I know you got one.
Dude,
in you.
frankly, I haven't been as haunted as I kind of wish I have been. But I also think I'd be really scared if something happened. I've seen like little things that I can't say are anything. Like sometimes fairly often I'll see somebody, like, this happens at work. I'll be like doing my thing and I'll see somebody up on the side of me.
Yeah,
and
like
I
your
look and there's
peripheral.
nobody there, and then
Yeah.
it happens on the other side and whatever, or just like I just see people and they're not actually there. And but Elizabeth told me this the other day. I went out to go get like food or something, and she was in the bathroom washing her face, and she said that right after I left, she like was washing her face, and she looks in the mirror, and behind her, she sees somebody like looking out and then tuck back away.
What?
When she looked, I was like, "Yo, that's so scary." She was like, "I thought you were still here."
That's
And
like
I'm
that scene in Insidious
"No."
1.
No.
I was like, "That's so fucking scary." She's like,
Insidious
"It's probably
Uno.
just my head playing tricks on me," but I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Either way, like that's fucking spooky. That type of shit like freaks me out.
Now that you say that, I have been like imagining a lot of like people in my peripheral, but I'm always just like,
Yeah, and you wonder if that's actually just your imagination, or if like you're actually just getting a glimpse really quick into another
it's your
plane.
ghost, it's your ghost sense.
Yeah,
right?
it's your spidey sense going off.
Do you guys ever have phantom sensations?
Oh,
I feel
what?
my phone-
Like
phone
you know
going
when you
off.
think
Oh,
your
yeah.
phone's vibrating and you're like,
yeah.
oh,
That'll happen to me.
yeah, like
That'll
shit like
happen,
that.
Yeah.
So the creepiest one that ever happened to me, this is my last spooky story. I was in 5th grade. I just moved to Maine, and our neighbors across the street had this really nice cat. It was a really nice cat.
Great cat.
Its
Really
name was
nice cat?
Skittles. Very
Awesome
nice
cat.
cat.
Nice cat, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
And one day randomly, she was very friendly and she'd hang out with us. So the neighbors' cats would just straight up just come in our house. Like we were
Sick,
just like
dude.
whatever.
Just
like-
chill.
That's it.
yeah, they would just come in every once in a while. We'd let them out, and they'd go to the other house and get fed. And like, they knew not to shit in our house, stuff like that.
That's nice.
But yeah, every time we'd open the door, like open the front door, the cat Skittle. There were 2 cats. There's a black cat and this like yellow cat named Skittles.
Uh-oh.
Skittles would run up and brush. The cat would brush up against your leg.
Yeah,
It was a very distinct feeling after feeling it repeatedly, like
yeah, you know, right?
almost every day. The cat would brush up against your leg and run inside. So one day the cat goes missing, and we were in like 5th grade.
Oh fuck.
So basically what happened was the cat was hit by a car, but they didn't like want to tell us yet because they knew we'd be upset because we were all kids.
No, that's so sad.
Them kids.
So what happened was they like got rid of the cat, whatever. But after we found out that the cat had been hit, when I opened the door, I felt the leg brush thing. But you know,
Yeah.
phantom sensation,
Still there in spirit.
explained phenomenon.
Crazy.
In cat heaven.
Yeah.
I feel like I felt something similar to that too.
Mm-hmm.
Where like it's even been a cat. Like after my first cat passed away, I felt like I felt something brush up against me and stuff like that.
Mhm.
That's so weird. I also
creepy.
have another thing that I wanted to mention and ask you guys if you feel this. But every once in a while, I'll get like this weird, and it's like it's pretty rare. Like it's like every couple of fucking months, or I don't know. It's no real time set in between. But like I'll get like this weird chill up my spine, like.
Just
And
a
I don't know
a
what to
shudder?
make of it, and it kind of
I
makes
get
me
that
feel like
sometimes.
something should have happened, or like
your
I don't
hands,
know.
Your hair stands up. Yeah.
I
just
get
kind of,
exactly
like,
that.
I do like this weird twitch, and I'm just like, what was that, dude? Like, did something just?
It happens to be like once a week though. Like
That's
it happens to me all
crazy.
the time. Yeah.
Wow. I wonder what that is.
I'm like, I probably died in an alternate dimension
Right now, yeah.
Sometimes I get that
what
during
if that's
a
you
nice
dying somewhere
piss.
else?
Like I'll just like, ugh, like nice piss. I'll
Just
just
like,
Nice piss.
You
Yeah,
get a
just
chill down
fucking
your spine
shakes,
just
yeah.
from a good
I
piss.
I'm
feel
like,
like I
"Ooh."
really just
I could feel
pissed.
that.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think peeing literally releases dopamine at this point.
I think you're
It
right.
probably does, dude.
Yeah.
like,
Because, like you're
you know,
like
you wake up in the morning
satisfying-
and you just gotta go real bad. You're just like, oh
Like
my
me right
god,
now. I gotta go.
You're
real
like
bad.
satisfying.
this piss
body
be hitting
functions.
real hard.
I'm always confused when I walk by the bathroom in the mornings. That's just like, oh,
You never know what's going on in there.
oh yeah, that's good.
You guys don't ever just lay your head back and you're like,
Yeah,
oh
dude.
my god, I'm in pure bliss right now. This is maximum relief.
when you're vocal about your piss, that's when it's real, dude. You're like, oh my god.
Man really has to piss.
You're just like, wow,
Wowee.
this is great. Thank God.
Do you guys wake up in the middle of the night when you have to piss? I
Oh,
feel like
so
that,
often,
that
dude.
divides people. I almost never wake
I
up.
want to kill myself all the time.
I
bro.
do probably once a night.
Like you know,
Right
I
around one.
once a night.
Really?
You wake up
Wow,
to piss?
every single night.
Most nights, I would say like
I would say most nights for me too.
Wow.
yeah, I would say
I try and drain the main
at least
vein
every other night.
right before bed.
That's
At least
crazy.
Every other night.
It's hard not to drink water.
like
I
I just
have like
want
a cup
water,
on my
you
bed,
know.
and
So,
I always
yeah.
pee like right before bed too.
I try to.
Once
too,
I take
yeah.
my last piss, all water sips are just for dry mouth.
I will
and
not
that's
sip
it.
a single bit of water unless I
We're
really
no longer
fucking
we're
need
no
it,
longer
mate.
hydrating. We're just keeping ourselves moist in the mouth.
No, but I always really have to piss, but I feel like it just doesn't wake me up. Like,
Yeah.
whenever I do
Yeah,
get up, I
wakes
have
you
to
up at,
piss
like,
so
6.
bad.
Yeah.
But
I wish it didn't wake me
it
up.
just
That'd
never
be
wakes me
great.
up.
Me too. I hate
Yeah,
it.
fuck.
It's weird.
Wake
Way
up with a
too
UTI or something.
You're like, oh
Yeah.
god.
It's rough too. Like it's always that debate of whether I want to blind myself with the bathroom light or not.
Oh, I keep it off. You gotta
yeah.
keep it off.
Sometimes you just gotta like trust the owl
I'll
vision.
straight up just sit down
Oh, I sit down
in the
I sit
morning.
down
And I'll
all the
just be like,
time.
you
dude.
know what?
If it's
I'm
late
just gonna
at
sit
night,
down.
give up.
Do you guys ever do the thing though where you're peeing and then like it's early in the morning enough where you haven't had your poop yet, so you're like, oh, I'm peeing, and then you realize that there's also a poop, so you like have,
Yeah.
I like stop midstream and I'm like,
It's like a combo.
and I like flip over and like sit down. Like, all right, poop time.
I'm always sitting down when I pee, so it's not that hard to adjust to that. So
I've
Yeah.
never done that combo. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, so you poop like every single morning?
Yeah, pretty much like clockwork.
Huh.
Yeah,
Like
that's
fucking
right.
clockwork.
I've talked to him about this before.
Like that's the reason why I get out of bed in the morning is usually because if I don't, I will shit in the bed.
That's crazy.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so funny to me.
That's wild.
You guys
Just
ever
wake up like, oh.
I've never woken up to a bad poop. Like I've had to get up and shit. Like that's never.
Oh, I mean, not even after a long night of drinking. You ever drink a lot and you have
I
to
guess
take
I
a
haven't
hangover
had a long
shit?
night of
It's always
drinking.
piss.
I was telling Luke
Yeah.
about hangover shits. This is the best podcast ever, by the way. We're just talking
is
about
great.
pee and poop every episode now.
This is the pee and
It's
poop.
the, it's
episode.
the PP episode. XD in the chat.
Thank you in the chat.
Smash that like.
Patreon.
But yeah, like hangover poops, like once you finish a hangover poop, like you're on fucking empty.
You're on one.
Like that
Yeah.
shit cleans you out.
Which is good. what
That's
you
how I
need.
felt this morning. I was just like hollow after I shat. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my god.
That's a good feeling.
Just a release. Yeah, hollow's
I
great.
was empty.
I had like three coffees today, and
Oh no.
I feel cleansed. I'm feeling great.
Dude, after the monster, yeah, it really
Yeah.
kicks in at that
Yeah.
point.
I don't know how you drink 3 coffees. I just get sweaty.
Oh no, it's
Just like,
I'm on a consistent 3 at this point.
Yeah, Jackson, I feel like your body catches up with however many you slowly
Yeah, you just get
graduate.
used to it.
What's the coffee situation at work without doxing yourself?
It's not good, dude.
Like,
I end up buying.
Do they
it
do
most
like
days.
Keurigs or do you go to like
So,
Starbucks?
no,
Or
yeah, there is the option of that, but it's just not good coffee, dude.
Bad-
so I
bad
end up
coffee.
buying the Starbucks, and it's
They don't have a nice coffee place on campus.
they do, but you have to pay for it. So
Yeah.
I end up fucking paying
Is
a lot of
Starbucks
money. but
less-
Starbucks
expensive?
is close to people often, so it's easy to get access to
everywhere,
it.
The good thing is on campus when you after 2, it's like a $1 coffee any size. So I'm like,
Oh,
Wow, dude. Gang.
dang,
yeah,
dude,
if
they
were
do that
special.
at McDonald's. $1 any size.
Yeah,
Shit's dope.
but then
Shit's
it's
cash.
McDonald's coffee, which
Shit's
is
cash.
Just burns your mouth off. $1 though.
it is the hottest coffee ever.
It's $1 though.
It is
Fresh, made
Freshly
fresh.
boiled water.
McCafe.
Please sponsor us. We love your product.
I was up in
We'll shout you out every day.
I was up in like Machias, and they had a McDonald's.
Machias.
The McDonald's was branded as a McDonald's cafe. It wasn't even McCafe, and it wasn't McDonald's. It was McDonald's cafe.
That's
And
cool.
on the side of the building, it just said "Come inside."
Was it spelled C-U-M?
No,
Oh, okay.
but still, it was funny.
Come.
I was like, "Yo, come inside."
Someone should just take off.
I get it. I get
inside.
it.
Someone just jerks off, and they're like, "Why do people keep doing this?
Just
Stop
come.
jacking off in this McDonald's."
They're in
That'd be
the
a great
foyer like,
company slogan.
don't jerk off in here though.
Please don't actually come.
They have to put a sign over the sign. No actual cum, please.
In parentheses, not come.
Not cum.
Not come.
But do come inside. Not cum.
I have this. I'm noticing this note here. It is literally just the letter W. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
And then in parentheses,
man.
I wrote, "This is the entire note." Not sure why I wrote it. I think I wrote that this morning.
Fuck, mate.
I think,
This pod made by W.
yeah, W gang, spam W in the chat.
Yo, can we close this out with one final topic that I wanted to discuss?
What do you got?
It's also on the it's also last
Oh
bullet.
God, I fucking see it now. Here we
Oh,
go.
no.
So
This is a classic Hunter. All right, guys, we're deleting the episode. I'm not even gonna keep recording.
Thanks for listening.
No. It's fine. But here's the thing, guys. There's a lot of words.
Yep.
There's a lot of words in today's society that we can't say, right?
Sure. As
or that
gamers.
are like, you know, frowned upon.
Yeah.
That frankly, I think are fucking hilarious to say. Now,
Great.
now when I say that, I want to add
Very
some
edgy
context.
take of you.
I want to add some context behind this. I think it's funny because of where they are as words right now, and the words I'm referring to are things like gay.
He's gonna say all the words.
No, so I'm not gonna
Hunter,
use them.
don't say the N word this
I
episode,
won't. No, no, no.
please.
Hey, I never said that.
Dude,
I never
I
said
have
that.
to edit it out like 4
Never.
times every episode.
No.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, you guys would never know the seamless edits, but
Go ahead.
things like gay or retard.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Okay,
Stuff
yeah.
that has and the reason that I think I'm not justifying that they're funny, but like
Well,
like
I mean,
you
you
are.
did just say.
yeah, you're
funny.
right, but so we grew up, right? At least I did. I'm
Yeah,
not
we
going to
did.
speak for everybody. But
I'm not grown. Actually.
we grew up
I'm
saying
5'6".
stuff like gay, and it didn't really mean anything to us
Yeah.
because it was just like
as
we're
gamers
kids, right?
growing up, the lingo was pretty
It was
rough.
it was rough, dude. We would go hard on each other.
We've
There-
been on
and there's-
Xbox Live.
There's
growing
other
up.
words on there that I'm not going to say just because, you know, we don't want to go there.
Sure.
I
But,
wrote
like,
the
okay.
N word 8 times.
I
in the notes.
there's 8 bullet points of just, yeah. But so that, like, yeah, so we grew up saying these words, and then there came a point where it stopped being okay. Like, society was just like, you're going to upset somebody, you can't fucking say these words. If you do, you're shunned by everybody. People are like, you can't say gay. You can't say that.
Yeah.
So like it became like this taboo thing. You can't say gay. You can't say don't say retard. Say like, you know, handicap or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But so
Actually, I don't think they like handicapped either.
Oh, we get
What
the
do they
point.
like?
We
Like,
get
now I
the
think
point.
it's
Keep going. It's
disabled.
okay.
anyway,
Shut up, Zach.
Fucking keep up.
Shut the fuck up.
so
of
like
shit.
I would never say these things to anybody in public.
Yeah, yeah.
But like to myself, I'll just say like the funny, and it'll just make me laugh. I'm just like, fucking retard, and it cracks me up, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just something for me. Like that's
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, a couple things about that. I think for one,
Here we go.
they were. I don't think that like they suddenly became taboo because I think they were funny back when we were 12.
Yeah,
Because
maybe
they
that's
were
it.
taboo.
Maybe that's
Like
it.
you said it as an extreme thing to like shock your friends. Like everybody swore more back then.
That's true. That's a good point.
Gay
And that-
seems so easy though for like everybody. That just seemed like
Yeah, it
a
was.
really simple thing. It wasn't even like offensive for all. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I mean,
Nah,
it's
yeah,
like
I could see that.
That one lasted a while. I think
I mean, it's easy to say like, oh, I don't mean any
was
offense.
gay was
Yeah.
shorter lived than retard in terms of lingo being allowed to.
I think
be used.
retard was always a little,
Little harsh,
people,
dude.
People still
Yeah.
were like,
That's true,
I feel like there was
actually,
never
yeah.
a point where people just like said that and didn't say.
Maybe that's why it's
Dude,
it's kind of humorous because it's not okay to say
Yeah.
ever. You know.
Like-
No, dude, I feel like retard is like the slowest one to change. Like, literally in my life, I still hear people dropping that
Oh,
word
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
daily. Like, it's unreal.
I've said this like before, I think to Zach, but it's in like a weird place, that word, because it's like that used to be like you'd just go to the doctor and it's like, oh yeah, sorry ma'am, your son is retarded. Like
No.
that just was
That
what
was the
that was
diagnosis
like
right
the
there.
word, like the doctor politically correct word, and then it became like an insult, so they changed the word to like intellectually handicapped or like we were
Mental
just saying
or,
mentally
even mental retardation
yeah,
or like
mental something. Like they never just said like he's retarded. And now, and
You don't say that
Short-lived.
you can't say that as like an insult either now.
No.
But
So
I
like
think-
it's not medically correct, and it's not like an insult.
It has
so-
no official usage.
Yeah,
But I
We're
feel-
taking it back.
yeah. Reclaiming.
I feel like a lot of people who
go
are
home.
pretty PC, like who wouldn't say gay or something, would still say retarded. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't have quite the same connotation as a lot of other words.
probably goes
It's a
person
little
to
bit
person.
far behind, but yeah, it definitely goes person to person.
I definitely
who
avoid.
ranks what where,
I mean, I'm not gonna act like I don't use any bad words because I do, but I avoid using them in public where
especially
people
to
will
yourself.
confront me.
Who
about-
cares if you're saying that shit to yourself?
Yeah, like
you know
I'll
what I
do
mean?
shit all the time where I'm like, "You fucking retard."
Yeah.
Just do something
Like,
stupid.
God, I'm so retarded. What
like
am I doing
playing
right now?
Overwatch earlier today, I like just didn't
Just
like I
casually
was playing
called some kid a
Reinhardt and
retard.
like a Genji got behind me and I died. I was like, "You fucking
Jeez.
dumb fuck." Just
Yeah.
roast.
No,
myself.
I'm actually at the point where I hear it, I'm like, that's a big
It's like,
I'm like, that's actually a big
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. If you hear it like
Like
that,
if somebody's like,
if you just hear it
fucking
from
retard,"
somebody.
you're like, whoa.
When you hear stuff from people that you don't know, it's always like way more shocking.
Yeah.
Like someone said something to Luke today I don't know if he wants to
I'll-
share
I'll
that.
talk about this story real
What
quick.
happened?
So there was like, so I work at
This is
I work at a
great.
bank, and this customer comes in, and like he's like a known,
Cunt.
yeah, around the bank. Like literally, he walks in, and they're like, yeah, this guy's a dick.
Like, fuck, it's this guy.
And
you take him,
so,
Luke.
so his name's funny too, but I'm not gonna say that on a podcast.
It
But
might be a Ninja Turtles name.
it's not a Ninja Turtles name. But so this guy comes in and he comes up to me. He has like a security question. It's like, what's your favorite car or whatever? And like he answers it. And like he's like, he answers it, and then he like kind of gets talking with me while I do his shit, and he's like, yeah, like that car, like the Ford 1963, that was the best, man. Like, and then all the fucking Japs came in, and just like now every car looks the same. He's like, they look like big pieces of taffy like wrapped around on like it's like they all look exactly the same, like those damn Japs. Like just says this, and I'm like, wow, like
Really,
yeah,
really,
man.
How
And
did you
then
respond? Did you say anything, or you just
I
like,
was
haha,
like-
yeah?
I was like,
That's probably what I would do. Like, haha,
Yeah.
sometimes when
Fucking
it's
Jack,
like,
call him out. Yeah.
sometimes when it's really bad, I just kind of don't say anything. I'm just like, I'm just gonna let you like sit in silence
Mull
on
over
that for a
that.
sec, and then I'll be like, anyways, so like, how do you want those bills back? But no, so then I like give it to him, and like we're finishing up, and then he says, God, what does he say?
This was the slam dunk.
Yeah. So like, there's a song playing. We have like songs playing in the lobby,
That's
and
nice.
like, and he's like, yeah, this song also from 1960 or something. This is back before Michael Jackson was gay, or like back when Michael Jackson was straight. And he's like, I don't know if it's the air or what it is, but something about California turns all these people queer. And then like just
Can you imagine?
Dude,
like,
then
like
just,
I'm
like-
gonna say this in public today. Jesus, man.
And I just kind of looked at him like, wow.
You're like,
Like,
hell
not
yeah,
only
dude.
are you a difficult guy to deal with,
You
but,
should have been like, I'm from Cali, bro. What are you talking
yeah,
about?
yeah, I'm gay.
It's really interesting because
I'm
it's
super
like,
gay, actually.
like he's a known asshole already, and then he just says something shitty,
I
which
know,
I'm assuming
yeah.
that was like a first for him.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, like
in-
he
in
really got comfortable with
that
me.
setting.
It was,
Wow.
it
There was no.
weird.
Was there anybody?
had the
There were no
read.
other
He's-
customers there. or
Usually he
anything?
just doesn't say anything either. This is like the weird part. Is
Yeah.
he's just an asshole. He'll just like complain about something,
Yeah.
or like it's either that or he won't say anything at all. And then this time he like opens up and it's like, oh wow, like I really wish
like
he just
literally
maybe
every
he thought you were
aspect of
cute.
this person is bad.
yeah.
No, he was eyeing you up, dude. He's like, this guy hates queers.
He's like, I'm actually pretty gay, but
I love how he like made that judgment call. Like there's definitely like appearances that I could look like where he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna say this shit. But like
this
with,
guy hates
with
gays.
me, he's like, yeah, this guy probably doesn't like gays.
this guy's on my level.
Yeah. He,
I could see that in you
I
right now,
agree-
Luke.
Yeah, I agree with this. Like this guy agrees with me politically.
Jesus fuck.
like what?
That's fucking hilarious.
I
That's
don't
always funny. Like the idea of like when you like follow someone online and based on just because you like them, you expect them to agree with like every idea you have.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember when Casey Neistat put out his video about how he's voting for Hillary Clinton. Everybody was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, I was like, "How are you surprised?" It's like this weird thing where like you just based off someone's appearance and like only like the face value of what you know about them, you're just like assume everything about them. It's very interesting. It's the woke segment of the pod.
Thanks for tuning in to the Lame
Yeah,
Dudes
yeah,
podcast.
we're 1:15
The Spooky
in.
Dudes podcast.
The Spooky Dudes podcast. We got, what did we do? We roasted TikTok for a bit, talked about their terms of service.
Really spooky.
Really
episode.
interesting and
Made it
exhilarating
spooky.
podcast episode.
It was good.
Hope you
Thanks for
liked
tuning
it.
in,
We
guys.
made it spooky. Luke,
Thanks,
for
guys.
coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having
Shout out
me
to
as
Luke.
always.
Oh, fuck. And we have to go to a movie in like 20 minutes. I just remembered.
Yeah, I was
Gang.
We're going to
say.
go see Halloween.
Oh, dude, tell me
You
how
guys
it
should
is.
come.
Oh,
You
that's
guys
The
should
official
come through.
review. I can't come, but
Very
Tell you
spooky.
next
I actually do want to see that movie though. That looks good.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Gang.
Episode 31. Peace.